What's up, guys? This is Jamie from Heroic Barbell, and I'm here with a little video I wanted to do about how I set up Evolve AI. So let's get right into it. I have the program right here on my phone, so let's take a look together. So when you first set up your program, it's going to ask you about your rep preference. For me, for now, I like a higher rep focus. I don't plan on competing for a while, if ever again. The next one, I don't want more variety. I like the main lifts. I like to be specific with my training. Some people can say it can lead to injury. This is 100% true, but it's the way that I like to train, and I haven't been injured seriously yet, you know. I've had tweaks here and there, but nothing too serious. So I'm going to select that. For Evolve AI, I'd like to try their new DUP, the undulating style. I don't know what that means, but it's a new feature, so I want to try it. Yeah, I'll do standard blocks, which are fine. I want reactive deloads because I've been known to push myself hard sometimes on the days that I feel good. So sometimes when the RPE 10 day comes around, I feel like I did it the week before, so if I could trigger those deloads on my own, I would like the ability to do that, so I'm going to select that. I've done power building before and I've really liked it, but the problem is that it takes a really long time. If you're younger and you have a lot of time, or you're older and you have time somehow, I don't know how you have time if you're older, but if you have time and you're not going to compete, power building I think is the way to go. But if you're a little more crunched for time, I would say the powerlifting is the way to go for me. Listen, I also think that you can add more exercises in if you want. So for example, let's say that on a SBD day that I'm doing with Evolve, and it only has me doing 2 accessories, if I want to do more, I'll do more. And if I want to rest a little bit more, I'll rest more. You get it? You can do what you want. No one's gonna spank you if you don't listen. For me, for now, I'd like to set up for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, only because of time restraints for me. But if time opens up, I can change it. See how it's like flexible? Hell, you know what? I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Because what the hell? It's not that important. I'll go to next. I would like to start this Monday on the 26th. That way it's a kind of a full week. I'm not going to put a meet date in because, like I said, I'm not going to compete ever. I'm never going to compete again. I'm never going to compete. I'm not going to compete. I'm not going to compete. Next. I don't want to pick my periodization style because I don't know what that means. So we'll skip it. And then I don't want to start with a bridge block because I don't like to do stuff that I'm unfamiliar with. All right. My maxes are here. I set them lower because I don't like to work hard. It's kind of like the Wendler, doing Wendler. You take 80 to like 88% of your 1 rep max and you put that in as your training maxes so that you don't burn out too fast when you start a program. I kind of do the same thing here. But don't think I'm just doing it willy-nilly. I messaged Evolve and I also messaged Juggernaut prior and asked them if this was an acceptable way to input my training maxes. And they said, of course you can do that. But they also said it's fine if you put in your real rep maxes too, okay? So here we go. I do squat low bar. I believe my bench press grip is standard. I hold it on the ring finger, and I deadlift like a man. I struggle with rounding over in the squat. I do believe my bench weakness is mid-range. I can get it off the chest a bit, but then mid-range is where I often fail it. And then deadlift too, I think, is mid-range. I have pretty good speed off the floor because I kind of leg press it off the ground. So now it's going to be making the program. Let's wait here. All right, guys, so we're back, and as you can see here, it has the full week, day 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's literally how I look at the days of the week when I'm training. It's not even of the week, it's just day 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's say that I do day 1 on Monday, do day 2 on Tuesday, rest on Wednesday, right? Rest on Thursday, right? And then hit day 3 on Thursday, and then day 4 on Monday. That's fine for me. That's just, if that's what happens, it happens. And that's how I just do it. After I finish the 4 days, in however long it takes me, I just restart. The only time I'll ever consider, like maybe to restart, is if I get sick and I'm out of the gym for like a week or 2, then I'll just start the program over again, because for me, like, it doesn't make sense for me to try to catch up. You could if you want, and lower your numbers, because training after a 1 or 2 week break is not going to be the best. You're not going to feel the best to lift what it expects you to lift. So you can maybe just take it easy. I actually, to be honest, I think that that's fine too, if you want to do that. So the way I like to do it is I see all my exercises here, and you can see it says SSB squat for my first movement. I'm not going to do an SSB squat because I don't hate myself. So I switch it to a comp squat. I keep my preferred reps high, and the weight increments in terms of 2.5, that's fine. Now, the thing about AI is that it has, Evolve AI, is that it has this thing called benchmark sets, and I'll show you how that works. So for hypertrophy and strength, there's different ones that you can choose. For hypertrophy, you can choose all of these, right? When I trained with Joey Flex, he did heavy singles at the beginning. Those are your top sets, as a heavy single. I was considering using that for my training, but I don't like having to be nervous or have anxiety for singles, because if they don't go well, you feel bad. I mean, that's powerlifting. But I don't want to feel bad, so I don't like using benchmarks, to be honest, unless it's like an AMRAP, which is why I liked Wendler. So I'm going to stay away from the benchmarks, but if you like to do benchmarks, then do it. I think a good way to just coast, I mean, there's more here, is if you maybe do like right here, 5 reps at an 8. I actually messaged Evolve and I was like, hey, John Hack, he doesn't work there anymore, but when he used to, I said, could you just do benchmarks, RPE 8 for your whole block and just coast off of that? And he said, yeah. So I said, okay. But for me, I don't want to use benchmarks, so I just turn them off. Input all your whatever here, and then I'm going to select this exercise, and I want it for the whole block because I want a low bar for the whole block. For incline bench, I don't want an incline bench, I want a comp bench. So I'm going to go in here to the database and put in comp bench. I like a day where it's all SBD. For me, that's like a fun day, and I feel like I get a lot of bang for my buck in terms of training. Stimulus. Training stimulus is what I'm talking about. Same thing here, I'm not going to use the benchmarks. Just going to go in however Evolve wants me to do. I'm going to select the exercise, and I want to use it for the whole block. Down here too, comp deadlift, fine. I love it. I like it. But I don't want to do a benchmark. I'm not going to do heavy singles. Don't want to do it. Because why? Because I don't want to. You can set this up however you want to set it up. But this is the way how I like to do it. So I don't need to click that. That was a mistake. And that's already selected. I just turned off the benchmarks and go back down here. Now for a quad exercise, for me, I like the rear foot elevated split squat. So I'm going to do that for the whole block. For posterior chain, I like my back raises. To be honest, I also like barbell hip thrust, and I also liked hamstring curls. For me, you don't have to follow. It depends on what your issue is. My issue is being lazy. So I do the one that requires the least amount of effort, and to put 1 or 2 plates on the thing for back raise is easy for me. Hamstring curls too, but I don't like how they feel sometimes. So I pick back raise for the whole block. And the ab exercise, my favorite one, okay, I used to never train abs. All of my coaches I've ever had told me to train abs. I would never train abs until like a year or 2 ago. And now I love training abs. The ab wheel is the best. I even bought one for my home. It's right here. I even bought a goddamn ab wheel for here because Dan refused to buy one but then it was at the gym the whole time. So I'm gonna pick ab wheel for the whole block. And there we go. You can go through the other days just like this and pick the workouts that you wanna do. The reason why I like these AI programs is because number one, they're friggin' cheap. This one was like $114 USD for a year of training. I love Juggernaut too, but that was like $340 for the year. And they're so similar that I can't justify paying more for Juggernaut, even though it's been really good to me. I can't justify paying more for essentially the same product. And Evolve is adding a lot of features, and their user interface, while it can kind of be like a little clunky to me, is okay. I mean, I'm more used to the Juggernaut one, but I'm getting used to this one. And also, like, training, training is training. Like, your coach is going to give you something very similar to this, except you're going to get feedback. Yeah, you need to work on this, this, and this. But if you work out at a powerlifting gym, you know, that's the learning tree. Just ask someone to look at your set and give you advice. That's free too. And that's a great way to learn. Check out YouTube. There's all these really invaluable places to go to find information. But at the end of the day, you do what you want to do. It's your money and it's your life. But for me, these AI programs are a kind of stress-free, affordable way for me to keep training without being too lazy. I know I'm lazy, but it kind of keeps me accountable because it gives me a range of where I can work from. And I know that I'm probably doing the minimum, but the minimum is better than zero, if you catch my drift. I've been kind of active on Reddit a little bit in the Juggernaut forum when people ask questions. If you guys have any questions about AI, please ask me. Evolve AI, please ask me. I have like years of experience. I think I started Juggernaut AI when it was still the Excel sheets, and I liked it then too. A lot of volume. Anyways, that's it for this episode or whatever video here. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in Evolve AI and have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.